just want to be her. For your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird. My cut right off on the curve. Like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Miami Dolphins. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Man, I got you.
Tighten up. Ready?
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and 6. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
I'm coming after you.
Roll out.
I'm coming after you. Check 31.
Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Here we go. 70, Indy. We ain't giving them nothing to
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, Herbert. And caught by Henry. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
He'll drop to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
8, read.
56. Double dog, that's the way.
And
56.
5.
They'll drop to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. From the gun, Herbert. Open man there is Malone. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. This pass finds its way to Williams, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Back to throw. Herbert toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Here, look at me. Go. Watch the safety creep. Shoot. Ready.
Now a give, right side. It's Taylor. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. 65.
Hey, Zoo.
He's checking. He's
On the ball. Fire.
He'll look to throw. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. He got 29 yards that time.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On second down now, it's Taylor, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
To throw on second down, Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
To throw on third down, Herbert. And he comes back with one complete.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Taylor. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, and now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Will Parks. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now back to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Jerry Tillery in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. 2nd and 15. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They run with Taylor. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The kick by Sanders is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
61, Matchbox Light.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Charger drive about to get going. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Ready? 50, plant. Check. 5.
Off the play fake. Herbert got his man. It's Williams. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 21-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run again with Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. From the gun on third down. Herbert, this will be caught inside the 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And his first carry, he loses the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find a good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now in Miami. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. This is Hunt on the draw play. He spins free. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Recon, 132 fighter.
2nd and long. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Get it.
Back to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Here we go.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
6-6, pull it high. Check 50. Hey, Sam off.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
44's Mike. 44's Mike. Check.
2nd and 1. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discredited.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DJ Reader picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one may be his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
On 1st and 10, Herbert going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And an alley to run. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down. Second and 4. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Second and 9 now. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The Dolphins on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Ready?
They'll look to throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Going right side here, and that's complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
15, run. 15, run.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
And the Chargers first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You can't block me.
They run right side with Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. This from 51 yards for the win. So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. This from 51 yards for the win. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Christian Wilkins, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Herbert. Oh, he almost had it. Would have been a big interception here in OT. Instead, it'll give him another shot on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, box drop.
Operating from the gun. Herbert, they'll roll him out right. Oh, so close but incomplete. Could have been a big turnover in overtime if he'd held on. Instead, though, it's 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
And part 1 is done, now part 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
What we got?
Hold on.
44's the mic. 44's the mic.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Charger drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and we will play on here in overtime. So it's his second missed field goal here. That wouldn't have ended the game, but it would have given him a leg up in OT.
And that's got to invigorate this defense. They did their part.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he almost had it. Would have been a big interception here in OT. Instead, it'll give him another shot on third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
He don't want it. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Shit.
They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Drama. We saw all of it in this one. Overtime all the way to the end of OT. The long field goal shot to win it, but they couldn't convert.
And because it's the regular season, we don't play more bonus football. We don't go to another period. It ended right there. You get one in overtime to get it done. Look, let's face it. That field goal attempt was a long shot to begin with. No pun intended, or maybe pun intended. But it doesn't go through, and it ends in a tie.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.